Now, award-winning North Coast bartender Willie Gregg is joining forces with the Northern Ireland Children to Lapland and Days to Remember Trust, and he's launched the first ever Wee Joan's Dog Walk event. We're going to find out more because Willie joins us on the line. Willie, how are you, sir?
I'm fine. I'm fine indeed. I'm just very, very grateful for getting Wee Joan's Dog Walk on the airwaves.
And today as well, I must say, it's your first time on Zoom as well, isn't it?
Ever. And I'm an old fossil, you know. I just don't know anything about these things. So I'm in a garage very close to where I work in Korean, and they've kindly donated an office for me. And there's a lot of people outside trying to make me giggle and put me off a bit with it, but that's not going to work.
We'll talk about the charity event in a second, but a lot of people will recognise you from the famous Harbour Bar in Portrush, won't they?
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes. I look after a lot of black stuff down there called Guinness. And believe you me, there's a lot of people come quite a distance to drink it, but they come for the crack too, you know. And I've enjoyed looking after them.
Brilliant. Okay, tell us about this charity event then, Wee Joan's Dog Walk.
Yeah, Wee Joan's Dog Walk. Well, look, for the past 2 or 3 years, my dear mum and I, we always, look, I made a promise to her that I would do something quite big for children in Northern Ireland. And to be quite honest, I've been doing little things for children in Northern Ireland, like secretly or discreetly over the years. And but anyway, we decided we'd do a dog walk, and Mum and I chatted about it and one thing and another. But unfortunately, due to COVID, they can't. I think the lovely lady in the parades commission, I think she's changed the date 4 times for me, and that lady was working from home over COVID, so she certainly knows me a lot better than she did. But the parades gave the thumbs up for a dog walk. And then we had to change it several times because of COVID. But well, unfortunately, Wee Joan's no longer with us, and she'll be watching from above, I would imagine. But out of respect for Mum, the dogs and the humans have to have some part of animal print on the body of the dog or the lead or the human, right? Because my mum wouldn't have opened an envelope without wearing a leopard print. You know, she would have put Bette Lynch to shame. I swear. So that's why I've got the animal print around the posters, and it's just a wee quirky thing. Anybody that knew my mum wouldn't recognise her without animal print on her. So this is a wee giggle, and I hope this will end up an annual event, because there are thousands of people with dogs in this part of the world, and they love showing the dogs off, and the dogs love a day out. Look, I've had many's a great chat with the dogs down at the harbour. You know, they're all waiting for it. You know, the dog, to use that old cliche, even the dogs in the street know, but the dogs in the street do know about this. I can tell you this is going to be special. And the great thing is that we're going to we're going to adhere to all the laws about the COVID and still have a lovely day out. Because what we'd really like people to do is to register online with the Northern Ireland Children to Lapland and Days to Remember Trust. It's just a couple of clicks, and you're registered and you're organised. And when you register, you've got a £5 voucher from Snappy Snaps. I've got treats and dog bowls and loads of things from Jolie's Pet Shop here in Korean. I've got flyers everywhere. So the bottom line is this is the first of what I'm determined to be an annual event. So we couldn't have picked the worst year to start it. COVID tried its best to ruin a whole lot of lives and a whole lot of events. But it's not going to ruin this one. And my dear mum's up in heaven watching down on it. And I would need to make sure maybe I get a little bit of a haircut before that. I don't know, maybe not. But mum's going to be keeping an eye on this. And I have been blessed with the hospitality of the committee of the Northern Ireland Children to Lapland and Days to Remember Trust. Like, these people have taken me under their wing at a very good time, because I want this to be good, big and special, and I want the children from Northern Ireland that aren't just as lucky as a whole lot of children. Some of these kids have life-threatening illnesses. Some of the children need a lift, you know, so they're going to get a lift to Lapland. That's a good lift, you know.
Yes.
And these, or a day out to remember, or something special. Now, if the COVID doesn't permit them all together flying to Lapland and things like that, we've got another way around this. We're going to, the Days to Remember thing, and a bit of Secret Santa stuff too. So if we don't get the children away or anything happens, we're going to be going round and making several hundred children make their Christmas very special at home. And then when this COVID lifts, I would like to think that Wee Joan's Dog Walk will be the funding centre for hundreds of children in the future to go and see Santa in Lapland, because no matter what happens in the world today, there's always going to be Santa, you know.
Exactly.
And he's watching you. I'm telling you, we've got to be good all year, because there's no point in good 3 days before Christmas. My mother and father told me that, says, you're wasting your time. You got to be good all year. So I'm looking at Mum's pictures and all the dogs, and I think she would be very proud if her memory gained a whole lot of love and fun for a whole lot of kids that haven't got much to laugh at.
So it's this coming Sunday, the 19th of September. That's the date for Wee Joan's Dog Walk.
That's the day, and it starts at Portrush Lifeboat House. We've got several times for, obviously we can't have a large gathering. What we have to do is we have to have it in stages. So there'll be a 2 o'clock, 2:30, 3 p.m. and 3:30 start off times. And you can take off, you go up over the wee bridge at the harbour, up past the Harbour Bar, then up onto Ramore Head, down round Ramore Head past the Devil's Wash Tub, down into a little place called Portscadden, across into Lansdowne, down past the old Portendoo dinghy pool, then up the hill and down past the salmon fisheries and down to the Arcadia. We have to turn at the Arcadia and do the walk backwards, or not backwards, but we go back the way we came. So, and the great thing about this little walk is that it's not interfering with any vehicular traffic. It is spacious. My goodness, you couldn't get something more spacious than Ramore Head. Like, so there's not going to be any crowding, but the dogs, I can tell you, the dogs will love it as much as the humans. And another thing, you don't need to have a dog. You know, just come for the crack and a bit of fun. You know, that there might be a few other local charities and local things walking around during our walk, just to make it a little bit civic and make it local. I don't know exactly who's all going to be there, but I've invited a couple of the likes of the rescue teams, our local heroes, and things like that. It's not going to be that formal because of the COVID this year, because we can't have a prize giving. Oh, that's a good idea. We have 3 prizes. Got a prize for the small dog, a prize for the middle dog, a middle-sized dog, and a prize for the large dog. And then there's going to be an overall winner, and that'll be a perpetual trophy. So as the years go on, the names get added to it on the trophy. But the whole idea this year is just to have this here will be announced well after the walk. It'll be done online. So I have a photographer, Stephen Lockhart, who'll take hundreds of photographs, and then the actual winners will be taken. The prize winners will be picked from the photographs, and then they'll be awarded and their trophy handed to them, sent to them, delivered to them. I don't know, but this year there won't be a prize giving. I hope to goodness next year we have a lovely big start with loads of people, and then a nice prize giving and a bit of crack. Maybe we'll get dog tricks, and maybe there'll be other competitions held throughout the day, like a real dog's day out. So, but this year is the start. Wee Joan's Dog Walk, Sunday the 19th of September, outside the Lifeboat House in Kerr Street in Portrush. There's no fancy frills or bells or whistles. We just off we go, and we walk that beautiful walk round the coastline and back in respect of my mum. And hopefully we can raise a few pounds to go towards something really special for these children this Christmas. And then I'll spend the rest of the next year getting bits and pieces organised for the next one.
Sounds good. And if people want to register, they can go to the website, which is niclt.org/WeeJonesDogWalk. And if you want to make a donation as well, there's a Just Giving page, which is justgiving.com/campaign/WeeJonesDogWalk as well. Willie, thank you for joining us. The best of luck with Sunday. It sounds like it's going to be a fabulous day. And your mummy sounded like a great character.
Oh, she was amazing. Amazing. You're going to get me in tears now. I'm away, buddy. Amazing.
Good to talk to you, Willie.